went, oh, great, he's out of the house.
So I'm sure you're asked this a lot, but we know, obviously, that there was a dodgy timeshare and a bit of a scam in Spain, but we were led to believe, when you left, that you were going to go around America in a Capri. Did that ever happen?
We got as far as Heathrow. That was the idea. No, I tell you what, because me and Jessie talk about it a lot, and it wasn't till you leave a show like Eastenders that people kind of latch on to what you said and they try and run with it and their imagination runs wild. And Tony Jordan, who created the Slaters and the Moons, and of course he's written Hustle and Ashes to Ashes, he had this great idea that, you know, there was talk at one time of a spin-off with Cat and Alfie at the BBC, and there was the idea being muted that Cat and Alfie make it to as far as Vegas, and there's this whole scam went on, and we were thinking, oh, maybe there might be a script in this, and there might be a spin-off.
A movie.
It could have been a movie, couldn't it? And sadly, that didn't happen. But no, you find out as the story goes on in EastEnders where they've actually been, and we have been in Spain, and Alfie's been up to some dodgy deals, and it all comes back to bite him on his backside later on.
Yeah, well, this is kind of what we're seeing right now, because they've come back with this stash of cash, haven't they?
Yeah.
Hidden in a toy dog.
Well, yeah, there's £10,000 of it hidden in the toy dog, and obviously what we're going to see tonight is that you and Kat finally start talking, and she thinks you're here to come back and take the money, doesn't she? She's a bit unsure about what's going on, and then the toy dog then gets taken to the market to be sold with the other toy dogs, and there's 10 grand gone missing.
And Heather finds the money inside the toy dog.
Oh, I don't need to watch tonight then, do we? Yeah, and because, you know, we did this like 3 months ago, and so much has happened. Since. So, yeah, so the story...
Well, you put... OK, so just...
Oh, go on then, you tell me.
You put the money on...
Yeah.
So then you get the money back from Heather, you give her a little bung, and then she gives you the majority of it back.
Right.
And then you decide to bet the money on a horse.
That's right.
But we won't say any more than that.
We
don't know whether you won any money or... Well, we do actually know whether you won or lost, but we're not going to say that.
OK, because, yeah, this is all leading up to... Because we know Kat's pregnant with a baby.
But she's saying it's not yours.
She's saying that. Is it mine? We don't know if it's mine.
Well, she's already said that you're dead, and we know full well you're not, because you've just turned up. And she said that you were dead...
She calls me a Jaffa, being seedless. And we find out maybe I am, or Alfie is or isn't. But this is the whole build-up now to Kat making a nest for the baby. Will we stay in the square? Will we go to...
Where will that nest be located?
Will
the nest be in the Queen Vic?
We don't know.
We've got a bit of a clip here. Let's have a look at this.
What'd you do? Did you wake up and realise it... I get it.
Oh, finally.
It's about the money. That's why you've come crawling back.
What? Oh, no,
Oh,
Kat.
that tripe about not caring who the kid's dad is. I can't believe I nearly fell for it again.
Well, you can have the money.
Good, because it's mine. It's for me and Bertie Bump, and after what you've put me through, I deserve every penny.
Oh, Bertie Bump.
Bertie Bump.
Love that.
So we've got to assume that whatever money there is, there may be enough left over. The Queen Vic is now free, burnt out shell, so you're going to have to rebuild it if you were to go in there. So are you comfortable in the Queen Vic at all? Has it been rebuilt? Is it yours?
Yes, I'm going to let you now. Kat and Alfie are in the Queen Vic, and it looks very much like it did when we left in 2005, albeit it's very different. And of course, you know, they're rebuilding sets because we're going HD.
Yes. It's got to be all proper
So
now.
we go makeup at 9:30, Botox at 9:45. Everyone's like, all right. So, yeah, and so we end up in the Queen Vic, but Kat and Alfie have really put their mark on it. And it looks very much like their place.
See, when you obviously get asked to come back to something like EastEnders, I imagine that's a decision you don't take lightly. And you must have been thinking, there's got to be a storyline there. There's got to be a reason for us to bring back those characters.
Yeah.
So was that kind of a carrot on a stick?
It was spoke about last year. My manager got a phone call about, you know, would I be interested in coming back? But I was tied up doing other stuff, because if I was going to come back, I'd want to come back to something substantial, a story. So me and Jessie spoke, and she'd had the same phone call. So then we had the meeting last year, and then Brian Kirkwood, of course, who's the new exec producer there now, came and sat down with us and told us about this storyline he's got, which is going to be an ongoing story for the best part of a year, maybe 2 years. And we kind of went, wow. Well, and I can honestly say, after being involved in EastEnders for a long time, it's going to be the biggest soap story, I think, in probably the history of soaps. I'm putting my neck
thing
on the
to
line.
say. That is
And it's a big
big.
thing to say. And we've recently just had another meeting with the exec producer, and me and Jessie are almost foaming at the mouth, knowing what's going to happen soon. And I do believe it could be one of the biggest...
Quick, grab him,
I
Chinese
know,
bird.
I was about to say, we need to ply you with alcohol
No,
quickly.
it really
The
is going
thing
to be
is that
massive.
going into if the Queen Vic is yours, the new
Yeah.
landlady, I mean that's not a short-term thing. I mean you're not just going to go in there, have it for a year, and then move on again.
No.
So you'll be there for a little while.
Yeah, and we're
assuming.
talking about you know, a long-term.
Good.
You know, and it's a great place to be at the moment. It's very different to when it was when I was last there.
They were pleased to see you though, weren't they?
Oh, very much so. Very much so. And they've kind of embraced the whole Cat and Alfie thing.
Yeah, as the rest of the
Who was
nation.
it that said
Minty
was it
Cliff.
Minty? Cliff Paris said Minty said I'm glad you're back because I'm fed up with being the only sexy man here.
See, Scott's off dancing. I'm left there on my own now, aren't I?
So that's EastEnders tonight, 7:30 BBC.